Hello, and welcome to the Oasis. My name is Mike, of course, and in this live stream, we're going to be talking about the Oculus Rift S. We're going to be talking about the Oculus Quest, because the wait is almost over for you all. Tomorrow, the 21st of May, is the final release date, and many of you out there will be taking delivery of your Rift S or your Quest, or going out to Best Buy in your local store and picking one up. So I'm super excited for everyone out there, because I know the last few weeks have been a bit of a painful wait for you all. So I thought, it would only be fitting to pass the last of the time together, and we can do a little stream, talk about these devices. I can answer some questions that maybe you have about these devices, and we can just kind of have some fun. So that's the plan for this stream. Talk to you guys, answer some questions, talk about some accessories. Then we're going to play some games. I've got this new stream set up with the Quest, so hopefully that works. And just generally have some fun for a couple of hours and see what happens. Thank you very much, Alexander, for the €2 super chat. Really appreciate it. So let's see who's in the house. Welcome to you all, by the way, that are joining me live. I really appreciate you swinging by. Let me know in the chat, by the way, if you've received your Quest or Rift S already, because I know some of you have already received them. So let me know if you have. Have you been able to access the store? Have you been able to play any games on them? I would love to know. So let's see who we've got in the chat. We have got Wizard Juan, we've got Boise, Darren M, Slip On VR, Ben Dover, nice name, Bill Smith, Axel M1, Doggo Go Woof, hello, Ben Mashord, Max Butler, Chumley, Danny Aaron, hello to you all. It's awesome to hang out with you all. So let me know in the chat if you're hyped for Quest. I'm sure you all are. And let me know if you're hyped for Rift S, because I'd love to know what the sort of divide is like. Are you more excited about the standalone headset, or have you had a Rift for a while and you've maybe decided to go out and buy a Rift S? I'd love to know. So the chat is a little bit delayed. I appreciate the comments. I remember last time I streamed, because I don't stream very often, you guys were saying that the chat was way too fast. So I've put it on slow chat mode this time. So hopefully it will slow things down a bit and we can actually talk properly. Hello, everyone. Everyone's just saying hello. Hey, Chibi. Hey, what's up? Super chats are coming in quick and fast. I can barely keep up. Thank you very much for all the donations. I really appreciate it. You don't have to, by the way. It's just enabled there as a thing, but you know, I don't expect any donations from you. I'm just happy to get involved and deliver some awesome sort of quest news for you, talk about some accessories, and then play some games. Also, let me know in the chat what game you want to see the most. Like, I still only have limited access to the store, so I don't have access to everything. But let me know what game you'd want to see the most out of what I have access to, and then I can make sure I play that. Everyone's just saying hello right now. Hello to everyone. Tyler Summers. Let me show some trailers in the background as well while we sort of talk a little bit. So let me know if you've got any questions. Seth is asking, can I play Robo Recall? I don't have access to Robo Recall yet. I know that was one that you're really looking forward to. Oliverus has a maths GCSE tomorrow. Good luck with your maths GCSE, dude. I hope it goes well. As you can see in the background here, we're playing the trailer for Rec Room. Obviously, a huge title for Quest on release. I'm getting right when Best Buy opens. You're going to be camping outside the doors, Xander. Nice one. You're the real OG, dude. Have you tried HyperX Cloud headset with the Rift S from Matt? Yes, I have. That works absolutely fine, and I'll tell you why. Because the HyperX Cloud has adjustable arms here, they fit over the Rift S band, no problem. So that's easy enough. The only issue is with the other headset that I use, which I'm using with the Quest right now, and that is the SteelSeries Arctic 3 Bluetooth Edition. They don't fit over the Rift S headband. While we're talking about the Rift S very quickly and audio, I might as well just show you this very quickly. Hold on, I'm gonna have to get up a sec. Okay, I had to grab the Rift S very quickly because I want to show you something that I've been messing around with recently with the Rift S, because the audio, the stock audio, isn't great. So as you can see there, I've got these clip-on headphones here on my Rift S, and they're Mantis headphones. They're actually designed for the PlayStation VR. And they clip on nicely. I actually painted them black because they come white as stock. But these have been really great so far. They're really comfortable, and the sound quality on the Rift S is like 10 times better than the stock sound. So I'd highly recommend these if you're getting a Rift S and you're not happy with the audio solution. But of course, try your own headphones first and the built-in audio first to see how you like it. And then if you're interested in maybe upgrading, check out the Mantis PSVR clip-on headphones. I've put a link to them in the description down below if you want to pick a pair up yourself. So that is a Rift S. So let me know if you've got any other questions about Rift S or Quest, and I'll try and answer as many questions as I can. So, so Benjamin is asking for Superhot on the Quest. I can play Superhot on the Quest because I've got access to that. Sports Scramble, I've got access to that as well, so I can play that. Super chat from Brandon. Thank you for the $5 US. What's the best screen to look at while adjusting the IPD slider? There's been zero coverage of the IPD slider from YouTubers. Please help. Okay, so yeah, the Quest does have an IPD mechanical slider at the bottom. I would just suggest jumping into the home environment, and you can adjust it there. As long as everything looks kind of clear and in focus, you're good as gold. It's way easier on the Quest than it actually is on the Rift S, which is bizarre, to be honest, but it is what it is. Are the God Rays better than on the Quest than the original Rift? Yes. God Rays are significantly reduced because of the new optics, which is inherited from the Go. So yeah, it looks great in the headset. Robbie says, my Quest ships out on the 23rd. I can't wait, I'm so excited. When will you be able to play Job Simulator? I've actually got Job Simulator installed today, so if you're interested in seeing that one, then I can play that one as well, but let me know. Necro, Vader Immortal. Oh my god, I know. Vader Immortal, right? I'm so hyped for that game. I still don't have access to it yet, so I'm really sorry. I'd love to play Vader Immortal for you guys, but I would likely be recording a video of it tomorrow, hopefully when my account gets adjusted and I get access to the games, because I'm still on my press account right now, so I don't have access to everything that's on the store right now that you guys and girls can see. Mike Binks, thank you very much for the super chat, really appreciate it. Let's see what else anyone's saying. Robo Recall. Yeah, I just don't have access to Robo Recall yet, and I know that you guys can see it on the store. I know, but for some reason, because I've got press access, that blocks my access to the store. I know, it's absolutely crazy. There's not much I can do about it right now. I've talked to my contact at Oculus, and they're trying to resolve it in the background. If it gets fixed during the stream, of course, I'll install some more games and we can play them. Everyone's asking for Vader Immortal and Job Simulator, of course. So we'll play some games in a bit. Let me just talk about another really important accessory for the Quest, and I know a lot of you have been asking about it. Super chat from Sephora. Is the Quest your favorite headset of all time? It's difficult to say. It's definitely one of them, because it's just so easy to use. I can just literally slip the headset on, I can jump straight into a game and have an amazing experience without having to do anything else. So in that sense, yeah, I think it's a great headset. Is it my favorite? It's difficult to say right now, to be honest. The store has been open since 6 p.m. Get Robo Recall. Yeah, I know. As I said before, even though the store is open, it's not open for my account. Because my press account, I had a press account to access all the apps before they obviously went live, it's still locked on that press account, so I can't access the actual store right now. It is what it is. There's not much I can do about it. My contact at Oculus is trying to sort it out in the background. Okay, so let me talk about battery packs, because I know you're all interested in battery packs, and it's something that I think is an essential accessory for the Quest. For those that don't know, the Oculus Quest has around 2 to 3 hour battery life. Approximately sort of 2 hours and 45 minutes is the average that I'm getting out of it once you've had a full charge and you're just playing games flat out. So if you're watching movies or doing other stuff, it might last a little bit longer. But if you want to extend that, then I would recommend this, which is an Anker battery pack. I'll show that there. It's really nice. It's really small and compact, and it's got USB-C at the top and normal USB at the bottom, and then it's got a little charging indicator. Let me show you that. There we go. So you can see how much juice it's got left in it. And basically, using this connected with the Quest, using the USB-C, so the Quest comes with this 10-foot USB-C to USB-C cable, and if you connect that cable to this and the right angle connected to the headset, you can get 4.5 additional hours gaming using this little pack. So you just slip this in your pocket, plug your Quest into the USB-C here and on the headset, 4.5 additional hours gaming on top of the already 2 to 3 hours of the Quest headset. So the important thing about this battery pack, which I've seen other people recommend other battery packs, but this is the one I'd recommend because it keeps your Quest topped up 100% all the time. And that's because through the USB-C, it delivers 5 volts, 3 amps. And that's the same same voltage as the sort of wall charger, basically. So when you're playing, you're never going to lose any battery until it's completely dead, and then your Quest battery is going to drain. If you use a normal power pack with a USB connector, it will slow the battery drain down, but it won't stop it. So your Quest battery will still drain, even though it's connected to a battery pack, if you use a normal USB on a normal battery pack, and that's why it's important to use a USB-C one. If you're interested in this battery pack, I've put a link to it in the description down below for the US and UK stores. It's an affiliate link through Amazon, which I run. Basically means that if you buy one, it doesn't cost you any extra, but helps support me and the channel. So thanks to all the super chats that were coming in whilst I was sort of explaining that. Let's see what you lot have got to say about that. What's the background music? It's just some retro wave stuff I really like. I really like the retro wave theme, so that's why I've got it in the background. I used your affiliate link for the charger, Riles McGiles. Thank you very much, man. I really appreciate it. My dad got a quality USB-C battery. Yeah, that's the one you really want, Frederick. Absolutely. you definitely want, if you're going to get a battery pack, if you don't get this one, absolutely fine. You can get a higher capacity one if you want. But just please get one with a USB-C output. It doesn't have to support quick charge because the Quest doesn't support quick charge, but it will keep your Quest topped up at 100% whilst you're playing, and that's the most important thing. Harley9 Gaming, play Five Nights at Freddy Help Wanted. Yeah, I would love to play that on the Quest. I don't have access to it. I hope it does come to the Quest because I'm super hyped about that game. But if it doesn't come to the Quest in time before it launches, which I think is sometime in the next couple of weeks, I'll be playing it on the Rift S likely, and I'll cover it on the channel, of course. Steve Lewis is in the chat. He's an official member of mine, so thank you for being an official member of the channel. I really, really appreciate it. You can tell he's an official member by his little mic avatar icon next to his name. And he's just saying thank you for the recommendation for the battery pack. So let me see what else. Is Tilt Brush free? I don't think so. This is a good question, actually, from Jeremy Escobar. Do you have the Quest in-ear earphones? No, however, I have these, which are the Rift ones, and they're identical in their shape and the way they look. And I'm planning, by using these like 3.5mm jack adapters that you can solder onto these, I'm going to make myself a pair of Quest in-ear earphones. So they're not exactly official Oculus ones, but I will be making those to test them out before the other ones go on sale, so I can let you know what they sound like. But from my experience so far, you can't beat just a great pair of headphones, to be honest. Let's see, any other questions? Is the tracking on the Rift S in general good? From Michno. Absolutely, it's great. It really is great. The 5 sensors for the Insight tracking system work great. And when you plug it into SteamVR recognizes it as a 3-sensor setup. So that's kind of interesting. From use, have you tried VR chat on the Quest? I haven't tried it yet. I'm looking forward to jumping in with maybe Nathie or one of the other sort of team to sort of try that out, because I think it's one of those apps that is just way more fun if you jump in with friends and experience some crazy things. So I will be able to do that. Loads of questions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a game. I'm probably going to play a little bit of Superhot or Space Pirate Trainer, and then we can see how well this streaming setup works. Hopefully it works, because otherwise this is going to be very disappointing. But I've been working on this all day to get this working. Streaming audio, streaming video, and streaming my microphone all wirelessly at the same time. So if it works, praise the Lord, and let's see what happens. And so I'll play a game for like maybe 10 minutes, and then I'll come back, chat some more, and then we'll talk about some more accessories. We'll play another game, chat some more, and that's kind of how it's going to roll, unless you don't like watching the gameplay, and then we'll just talk. So yeah, so I'm going to go mute, I'm going to change the scene, and let's jump into a game. Let me plug this in. And okay, so you should be able to hear me now. And let me just check. Yeah, that seems okay. So, fingers crossed. Let me just check the audio. Yeah, you should be able to hear me okay. And then I'm gonna jump in. Let's reorientate myself. Of course, put the straps on. Don't want to damage anything in my studio. End up throwing these at lights or something like that. So get those straps on. And then you should be able to see my library right now. This is all I have access to right now. So Space Pirate Trainer, Superhot, BOGO, maybe we can play that, Shadow Point, but I don't have access to the full store right now. So let me just jump into some Space Pirate Trainer, because that game is a hell of a lot of fun, and maybe some of you haven't seen this one yet, but it's a really great little arcade shooter. So let's jump into this and learn how to be a space pirate, Captain Jack Sparrow of space, basically. So in this game, it's basically like you've got to shoot these little androids. I'm going to start from a harder wave because it's going to be way more interesting than the beginning waves, and let's just go for it and have some fun. And this is where things get super interesting, because you can dodge bullets. They kind of slow down, and you can dodge them, which is really, really neat. This game you can get super active in. It's a hell of a lot of fun. You've also got access to this shield, which is totally badass. Ooh. There we go, eat it. There we go. So this is a classic title. It's been out for a few years on normal PC VR headsets, but it is a classic. It's a bit of a workout as well. Come on! There we go, we got it. It's got some awesome music as well. Not today, my friend. Oh, my days! Ooh. Oh, return to play area. No. So I'll play this for a couple more minutes, then I'll jump back, we can talk some more. You can let me know what you think of this. Maybe you've never seen it before, maybe you have. Maybe you've played it on other PC VR headsets, but you're hyped about playing it on a mobile device. I don't blame you. Oh dear. The swarm. The swarm! Ah! No. Oh! Almost. Come on. Oh no. Can I destroy this thing? Ooh, oh no. Ah, we did it. Okay, one more wave, last wave, and then we'll come back to the chat, answer some questions. Okay. B, R, O, boom. Okay, so that is a very quick look at Space Pirate Trainer. Now I can find out if that actually worked by coming back and talking to you all. Okay. Okay, so that is my little stream setup using the Quest. And let's see, how was that? Did it work? Could you hear everything okay? Just so I know. Could you hear me? Could you hear the game? Was it too loud? Was it too quiet? It worked. It worked. That's awesome. I was so worried about it not working. I've literally spent all day trying to get this to work because it's actually a lot harder than you think. Streaming Quest wirelessly, video wirelessly, then the audio wirelessly, and then of course your own microphone wirelessly. It's incredibly challenging. So So yeah, I'm glad it actually worked. So let's talk a little bit more then, and then maybe I can play some more games later on if you're interested. Obviously, that was just a quick blast of Space Pirate Trainer. I'm all hot and bothered now, but that is a fantastic game. Definitely a lot of fun, well worth checking out. So can you play with the Rift S with those headset on your head right now? Let me see. GG, it worked perfect. Excellent, 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 excellent. Good question here. Can you use Bluetooth headphones with the Oculus Quest? No, you can't, sadly. You really can't. Thank you, Joe Don, for the £2 super chat. I really appreciate it. Steve says it was actually super smooth, given it was a stream. Yeah, it does have some latency there, but yeah, it sort of does okay. But no, you can't use Bluetooth headphones with the Quest. John Carmack has been reached out about it. He just says it's just not possible right now. But maybe it might be possible in the future, but to be honest, it's not that. If you get a really short cable like I've got that just runs from your headphones to the Quest, it's really not that much of a problem. Moss, yeah, I know. I'm playing the trailer for Moss right now. I love that game, by the way. That little mouse is called Quill. She's the most adorable little mouse of all time. It's an amazing game, well worth checking out. But again, I don't have access to that or Robo Recall right now. Can you use Bose headphones on a Quest? As long as they're wired AA, then you can. It's not a problem. Not a problem at all. Job Simulator. A couple of people asking for Job Simulator. Yeah, I can play that. I've got that already installed. George CY, Oasis. How about Minecraft on the Quest? Yeah, it's a super interesting point. The fact that Minecraft isn't on the Quest still baffles me to this day, to be honest. I'm really surprised. It was obviously on Gear VR, but it never came to the Oculus Go, though. A lot of people sideloaded it onto the Oculus Go, but I don't know how successful that will be with the Quest. So yeah, I think it's a real shame. Missed opportunity there. Maybe it will come in the future. Fingers crossed. Nate, good headphones for Rift S due to the Halo strap. These HyperX Clouds are really great. Any headphone with adjustable sort of arms that go up and down like this, they'll work perfectly because you just need to adjust them all the way down to get it over the hard strap. But as long as they're adjustable, you'll be fine. Let me see. Walk the Plank is in the house. Hey Ben, how you doing, man? He says hello. Any shooters, pretty please? Vacation Sim, Rec Room, Superhot. Yeah, I definitely want to play some Superhot, so maybe we'll play some Superhot. But what else do I want to sort of chat to you about? There is one more thing I want to talk to you about, and that is VR covers. Let me just grab the Quest very quickly, and I'll show you that. Okay, so I've got the Quest here, and as you can see, just in there, you can see some blue tack in there as well. That's because I'm covering the sensor because I'm streaming it wirelessly, but you'll also see the surround is a VR cover, and basically I've been using this now for maybe like 2 or 3 weeks, and it's been really great. Like if I can get up close for you, you can kind of see the material is kind of like a pleather material. And it's been super comfortable. And previously I've said that the Quest is very front heavy, and it is very front heavy. And for me, not having any hair, being follically challenged, the headset tends to slip forward, especially when playing games like Beat Saber or like Space Pirate Trainer when you start getting really hot and sweaty. It starts to shift slowly down forward with the original pad. And now with this VR cover, because the pleather's got a bit more, dare I say, friction to it? I don't know. It doesn't sort of slip so much, and it sits quite snugly on your face. Obviously, the other big advantage is that you can remove it using Velcro, and you can just wipe it down easily with a cloth if you've got multiple people that you're demoing it to, or you're generally using like the Quest for working out, like using Box VR or Beat Saber. Then, of course, when you sweat in it, you want to wipe it down afterwards so it's nice and clean when you go and play a normal game in it. So yeah, that's a VR cover. I'll show you quickly again. So that is it installed on my headset. super nice. I've been using VR cover products. I'll show you how it works actually, just very quickly. You can see the Velcro there. It just kind of Velcros off and sticks back down again. I've been using VR covers products on all my VR headsets for years now. Big advocate of theirs. You know, we have a very good relationship as a company, just full disclosure, and I do have an affiliate with them, and I've also put that in the description down below. So if you want to go and check that out, you can. Just one word of warning though is that this is a prototype version of the VR cover. The full retail version hasn't been sent to me yet, so I haven't tested that. Obviously, with my previous experience with VR covers, I've had a good experience with them. But I just want to test the final product before I do a full video review, which will be coming to the channel later on. But I just thought I'd let you know, if you're interested in some replacement covers, then that is the one I would recommend. So let's go back to the chat, see what questions you've got. Can you play Subnautica on the Quest? Unfortunately not, no. Someone just asked, I just missed the name, but they asked, can they be used on the Rift S? No. The Rift S, just like the Quest, it actually has a full facial interface that you replace. And I'll just put some trailers on in the background. But yeah, so it has a full facial interface that replaces the plastic one that's already there. And then it's got Velcro on it, so you can swap over the pads. And you need the specific one for the Rift S for it to work. So it's not like you can use the Quest one on the Rift S. They are developing the Rift S ones, but because of the way the Rift S is made, it's just taking a bit more time, and they tended to focus more on the Quest first. Jay Bishy, how is the built-in audio? Okay, so built-in audio on both Rift S and Quest are okay, but they're not great. So I would just say, if you're going to play a game on either of these headsets, I would highly recommend using a pair of headphones. So yeah, that's what I would say. Definitely, like I showed at the beginning of the stream, the Mantis PSVR clip-on ones work well with the Rift S, and I've been using the Arctic SteelSeries 3 Bluetooth with the Quest. EBITDA, any idea about Netflix? Netflix is going to be on the Quest, and it's free, so yes. Okay. By the way, Mike, you can install Robo Recall by doing a factory reset, switching user, and uninstalling the game. You would lose the press access for any other apps. Yeah, I know. I just wasn't gonna do a factory reset just before starting the stream. It just, you know, I've got access to some games, so I can show you what I can show you, but unfortunately I just can't show you some of the titles that you want to see. But I will be covering them, of course, in videos this week. A question from Ringel: if you've never tried VR before, is the Quest a good place to start? It's a fantastic place to start. I would say, you know, the Quest, for anyone that's new to VR, if they tried the Quest, they're just going to be absolutely blown away by it. You know, it's incredible because it delivers that 6 degrees of freedom experience. You don't need a PC. You get the feeling of being in VR like you do with a PC-based headset, but you're completely standalone and wireless. And being wireless is a huge bonus. So I think anyone that tries it for the first time that has never tried VR before will be amazed. I think that everyone's just got to be very wary of the limitations, though. You know, there are limitations with the Quest. It's not going to play these amazing detailed games like Stormland or Asgard's Wrath. But the games that are available are a hell of a lot of fun and well worth playing. Obviously, Vader Immortal is going to be fantastic. I'm super hyped for that. And also, I would just say, just take it easy at first, because, you know, a lot of people have seen, like, people like me and Nathy and other VR content creators just, like, jumping straight into games and having a blast. When you're very new to VR, it can be very intense. You know, it's basically tricking your mind to believe that you're somewhere that you're not. And that can be very jarring and confusing at first. So all I would say is just take it easy. Make sure you take lots of breaks. try and avoid games that use smooth locomotion, like Journey of the Gods, for example. That could be a bit intense for newcomers, although it does have some nice vignettes and sort of blinder options that help with the comfort. But just be aware of that and just choose your apps wisely in terms of its comfort rating in the beginning. If you're interested in how to sort of help more with motion sickness, I did a whole video on it a little while ago, and on the channel you can check that out. Loads of nice, easy and practical tips in there that you can sort of use to get yourself through it. Logan, can you play Dead and Buried 2? I could play that. Olivia, can you get a PC under $200? Not really. Not that's going to be good enough to play, to run a Rift S. Definitely not. Manatee PH. How about modded games like modded Beat Saber? Modded Beat Saber is just not going to be possible right now. It's going to take some time, I think, for the community to really do stuff with that. You know, it was the community that did the mods for Beat Saber on PC. They've kind of been blocked over time when there's been updates to the game. I think it's going to be very difficult for them to mod Beat Saber on the Quest, but so I just wouldn't bank on it. I wouldn't bank on it. But saying that, you know, Beat Saber have been releasing some awesome music tracks. You know, just recently they've got the Monster Cat DLC and they've got another pack coming soon. So there's going to be plenty of content there anyway without modded tracks for you to enjoy that game. Dacian, will Bluetooth headphones work with the Quest? No, sorry mate, they're not going to work. I explained why a little bit earlier on. Okay, comfort or standard VR cover? I prefer the standard one, which is thinner, because if you use the comfort one, which is thicker, it's better for people that wear glasses, but the standard one keeps the field of view the same, because you've got to remember, the further you move the headset away from your eyes, using a glasses spacer or the thicker VR cover, you're reducing your field of view. So I prefer a thinner pad to keep it as close to my face as possible, to keep the field of view as wide as possible. What do you recommend for prescription lenses for the Quest? Well, I covered this in a video a little while ago, because glasses do work in the Quest. They do have a lens spacer in the box. However, prescription inserts are definitely what I would recommend. I use them on the Rift S right now, because basically I had some inserts from Widmo VR that I used on the Oculus Go. The Oculus Go has a fixed IPD, so you can't adjust it. Same with the Rift S. So those inserts could be transplanted from the Go into the Rift S without any issue. That's not the same story with the Quest though, because with the Quest having a mechanical and adjustable IPD, you need to have the lenses manufactured to your IPD specification so everything's clear in the headset. So Widmo VR stated this on Reddit a little while ago. They will be opening up orders for prescription lens inserts for the Quest soon. You just need to find out what your IPD is and let them know, and then you can order the prescription inserts through them. Play Expert plus Beat Saber. I can't play Expert plus, but I'll play some Expert. So let me jump back into a game then, and let me play some Beat Saber and get some real hot and sweaty up in here, and then I'll be back to answer some more questions and talk to you guys. So let's mute this. Okay, so you should be able to hear me again now. Let's get this on here. Oh, the right one. I'll pick up the right one. It's always a bit of an effort to get everything set up, especially with headphones. So let's see. Let's play some Beat Saber, because I love this game. This is probably the game that I play more than any other game, because when I'm sort of working throughout the day, editing or making videos, and I just want to have a quick break, this is generally the game that I play, just to sort of have a little blast and have some fun. And this is one of my favorite tracks. This is on Expert. And the reason why this is my favorite track, this is the one from the advert. You'll probably recognize it. It's just super nice. So just sit back, crank up the volume, enjoy these couple of tracks, and then I'll be back to answer some more questions, talk about some more accessories, generally have some fun hanging out with you lot. By the way, if you're new to the channel, you know, you've sort of seen the videos on Reddit or whatever over the last couple of weeks, welcome. It's been a pleasure having you all join me on this crazy adventure. Oh yeah, this is my jam. Super chill, this track, I love it. I'll be there for you. Beat Saber is definitely one of those must-own titles. It's just excellent. Here we go. Getting hot up in here. Mike. New high score on the stream. You guys spurred me on to do better. But let's see if I can do better on Rum and Bass, because this is another classic track. Walk the Plank will be enjoying this one. Pirate themed, just for him. You're welcome, Ben. Ah. Ba-da-da-da. I'm normally singing along to these, so I'm trying my hardest not to. I love this bit. Woo! Definitely getting hot up in here. Never skip leg day in Beat Saber. Here we go. Oh. Whew. Okay, now I'm hot. Okay, let's jump back. Chat to you some more. Let's quit this. Okay, there we go. Getting hot here. Okay, and we are back. Ooh. Okay. So how was that? Did everyone hear that okay? Was everything working okay? Just let me know. Make sure it was okay. The stream's slightly delayed so I can see it's working okay, but just let me know if the sound was alright. So everyone's saying Rec Room. Mike, what's your IPD from Misho? My IPD is like 58, 59, so it's on the low side. Obviously on the Quest, it's no problem. Paradise Decay, you need to adjust your height on Beat Saber, you'll turn into a monkey at one point. Yeah, that's true. I did notice I was taller than usual. I should have just reset my view and I would have been fine. Thanks for the heads up. Axel, yeah, it's a little fisheye. Yeah, exactly, because what I'm actually doing is I'm using a streaming program to stream the video file 5 gigahertz over Wi-Fi, and then I have to crop that video file, and it does give a fishbowl effect, so it is what it is. Lukey saying Rec Room. The problem with playing Rec Room is that, you know, it's going to need internet to connect to that server. And the problem is, like, my internet was flaky as it is, so I was kind of concerned just before the stream because I couldn't get it quite working. So it's kind of stable now, but my download speed for some reason isn't great, although my upload speed is fine. So I don't know if it's just that time of day or something like that. Can you play some Job Simulator? Yeah, I think I can play some Job Simulator. So yeah, maybe I'll play that one next. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly grab the headphones that I've been using, and then I'll be right back. So 2 seconds. Okay, so these are the headphones that I've been using with the Quest for the last few weeks. These are the SteelSeries Arctic 3 Bluetooth edition. This is a mod mic from Antlion, by the way, so that's completely something separate. This is what I've been using to talk to you guys and girls wirelessly whilst I've been playing. It's a really decent mic. I've been using it for a lot of my gameplay stuff just recently as well. But this headset is really comfortable to use with the Quest. I highly recommend it. The key feature of this one over any other headphones that I've seen on the market is that it has built-in Bluetooth. And you think, well, why is that important? Well, because the Quest doesn't support Bluetooth. You know, you told us all, Mike, that the Quest doesn't support Bluetooth. Yeah, I know. But if you're a content creator like me, or, you know, you want to hear alerts or stuff from your phone or your PC, that's why this is important. Because the Bluetooth on these headphones can connect to your phone or your desktop PC, and then it will mix the audio from those devices in real time with whatever's being connected to it in the 3.5mm headphone jack. So that means that you could be playing Beat Saber completely immersed in it with the headphones in, and you would still get like a text message alert or a phone call alert on your phone, so you know that someone's wanting to talk to you. And so, like with PC, for example, you can use Discord to talk in-game using Discord rather than the in-game chat if you wanted to. So that's why I've been using this particular headset, and this is why I think this is a great headset for the Quest. It's not ideal for the Rift S because these arms don't fit over the bands, but it's just worth knowing that if you're interested in a decent headset for the Quest, this is one that I would recommend. If you're not interested in the Bluetooth features, then you can just get one without the Bluetooth, and it will save you quite a bit of money because the Bluetooth version is quite expensive. But yeah, I just thought I'd talk you through the sort of process as to why I think this is a great headset and why I chose to use this one specifically with the Quest. So that is the SteelSeries Arctis 3 Bluetooth headphones. So let's see some questions. Where's the countdown? You should put a sticker on your stream. I know, I should. I don't, but the thing is, I don't actually know when the countdown is going to be over. I don't know when it stops. I don't know when everything goes live for everyone. I wish I knew, but unfortunately not. Husk asks, do you get any free games with the Rift S? Yeah, you get Medium and Quill, I believe. So, you know, they're not really games. They're sort of artistic applications, really. Inside, all original Rift titles work with Rift S. Yes, absolutely. Job Simulator. Yeah, I can play Job Simulator, no worries. Field of view. Field of view on the Quest and the Rift S. It's like 100 degrees. It's perfectly fine. You know, obviously in the future we're going to get wider field of view headsets, you know, with the Index, for example, and with the Pimax. If you're into simulators, you know, go and check that out. For me, it didn't quite fit for me because the lens is set on my eyes, so I couldn't really use that headset. But I know a lot of people enjoy it, so if that's your bag, go check it out. It's the only really one on the market right now. So yeah, go and check that out. All apps, how is the SteelSeries headset with the Rift S? Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it with the Rift S because it doesn't have adjustable arms. You need a headset with adjustable arms. This one doesn't. So maybe the HyperX 2 Clouds or, you know, some Bose headphones, as long as they've got adjustable arms, that's fine on the Rift S. Superhot, yeah, I could play some Superhot, no worries. Let's move it over to some trailer. I'm going to play the Rec Room trailer in the background there. So have any of you actually received your headsets? Let me know in the chat. I guess if you received it, then you're probably playing on it right now rather than watching me play on it. That would kind of make sense. Andrew, what software should I download prior to receiving my Rift S tomorrow? All you need to download is the Oculus desktop application. That's all you need. Superhot, another suggestion for Superhot. Free games for Quest, please answer. Yeah, there's some excellent ones. Rec Room, amazing example of a free game that you can play on Quest. Highly recommended. Steve Lewis, after he catches his breath. Yeah, I'm still a bit hot and bothered. I will play some more games in a little bit, but let me answer some more questions. Banan, are you going to use the Rift S? Probably not, because this is the thing. We talked about this on the podcast just recently. If you're not aware, we've got a podcast that we do every Saturday. It's live every Saturday on YouTube. And it's on a channel called F Reality. I do it with my content creator buddies. I do it with Zimtok5, who's a VR Twitch streamer, Nathie, who's a VR YouTuber. You probably all know who Nathie is, and Rowdy Guy, another VR YouTuber as well, who does a lot of sort of like funny, entertaining videos. I do a podcast with those guys every Saturday live. It's on iTunes, it's on YouTube, it's on Facebook, it's on Twitch. It's called F Reality. It's all about VR. And we talked about this exact topic on that podcast this weekend just gone. And that is that, you know, the Quest has launched with this amazing lineup of 50+ launch titles. But we don't really have any new games launching on Rift to coincide with the release of the Rift S, which is a real shame, I think, because, You know, that would have been a great opportunity to launch, you know, Stormland or Asgard's Wrath or Defector or one of those games, one of those big titles. So the people that bought a Rift S have something really exciting to play as well. So I think it's a bit of a missed opportunity there. But those games will be coming soon. So Takeo, is VR chat on the Quest? It is on the Quest, and it is for free. You will be able to try that out from tomorrow. I haven't tried it out yet. I think it is a slightly stripped down version because of the avatars. You can't have all the avatars that you can on the PC version, but other than that, it's pretty much the same. Hisoka, the Rift S is more of a refresh of the Rift. Yeah, exactly. It's a refresh. You know, it is great for what it is. I personally have really enjoyed using it. It's going to replace my original Rift moving forward. I haven't had any issues with tracking now that I've got it up and running with my gun stock, which I showed in a previous video. So yeah, highly recommend the Rift S if you're new to VR. Again, you know, Oculus are definitely going down the line now of everything being more accessible, which is great for new people joining this crazy thing that is virtual reality. It's just going to make everything so much easier to get you set up and just straight into the games, and that's the most important thing. You know, you don't want to be sitting there for hours debugging things, testing things, and then trial and error like the good old days of VR. You just want to put the headset on and enjoy a game. Okay. Let me see. Steve, F Reality is a fantastic show. You should all check it out if you don't already. Exactly. Couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you very much. Exactly. It is a fantastic show. We're immensely proud of that show. We have a lot of fun every week. So yeah, you should totally come swing by one weekend and join us in the chat. Venom asks, the field of view on the Quest is around 100 degrees. So same as the Rift S, same as the Rift, same as the Vive. So, you know, it's maybe slightly narrower, but you don't really notice it, to be honest, once you're in the headset. Dr. Oculus, evening, sir. Evening to you, Dr. Oculus. The doctor is in the house. If you've got any itches, scratches, he'll tell you what you need to do. Do you know if anyone's going to make a strap with new headphones to support the Rift S? Likely, yeah. I would be surprised if Bionic. I showed this earlier on the stream, but I'll show it again. These are clip-on earphones for the Rift S. I painted them black. They were originally white, but they're PSVR ones. They clip onto the head strap really nicely. They sound way better than the stock audio solution in the Rift S, and they sit comfortably on your ears. Not quite as good as the CV1 audio, but way better than the stock audio, so I recommend it until I find something better. But if you're looking for an audio accessory for the Rift S, that's the one I'd recommend. I've put a link to it in the description down below. Does the Oculus Quest support room scale? Absolutely, yes. It's actually slightly larger than room scale. If you have a big enough play area, you can extend it even further than room scale. So yeah, it will handle room scale out of the box, no problem at all, and that's one of the amazing things about it. Play Robo Recall. Unfortunately, I don't have access to Robo Recall right now, so I can't play that one. But I might play some Job Simulator because a lot of you are asking for that one. Quest with the Valve Knuckles, yeah. That's not going to work, unfortunately. It's just not going to work. The Valve Knuckles require base station lighthouse tracking to support the tracking for the controllers, so that's why they're not going to work. Controller battery life, that's a really good question, Sam Lowry. Basically, controller battery life, I've been using the Quest pretty much solidly for the last 3 weeks, and they were down to around 10%, so I swapped them over. So I'd imagine you can easily get a month out of them, even if you're using the Quest like every day. I've got a new member. Thank you very much to Steve Drumheller for becoming a new member of the channel. Really appreciate it, mate. Thank you very, very much. Drop Dead Dual Strike, does it allow for you to walk around? It does, if it is on rails, but if you want to walk around, you totally can. You can go nuts, do whatever you want to do. So yeah. Emily B asks, what games are best for room scale? Well, like the trailer I'm showing in the background, Vacation Simulator, Job Simulator and Vacation Simulator are both excellent games for room scale. They're perfectly set up for that, so yeah, I would recommend those titles. AirPods with the Quest. They're not going to work because they are Bluetooth, and the Quest doesn't support Bluetooth earphones or headphones. So let me see. Are there any upcoming FPS shooter games on the Quest from Sweaty Mustard? I think so. I think it's highly likely we're going to get Pavlov or Onward or one of those games coming to the Quest. Like I tested in a previous video, you know, the gun stocks do work with the Quest, which I was really surprised about. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Bill Smith asks, is 72 hertz okay? Yeah, it's okay. You know, it's obviously not ideal. We've been told for years now that 90 hertz is the recommended spec. Then they dropped the Rift S to 80 hertz, and now like the Go and the Quest are both 72 hertz. But to be honest, when you're in a game, you just get used to it. Absolutely. So Big Brendan asks, battery pack I bought doesn't have USB-C charging. Will it still increase battery life? It won't stop the Quest from draining its battery. That's why it's important to use a USB-C charging device that supports 5 volt 3 amps. The one I've got here, the Anchor one that I've linked in the description, does. I'll just show you it very quickly. Like you can see here, it's got yeah, there you go. It's got USB-C at the top. That delivers 5 volts 3 amps, which is enough to keep the Quest topped up 100% during your playthrough, and adds 4.5 hours of additional battery life to the Quest's already 2 to 3 hours. So that's why I'd recommend that one. And yeah, other battery packs that just use normal USB, it will slow the battery decrease down, but won't stop it completely. So yeah, just have to contend with that. Okay, so I've rambled on for enough. So what I might do is I might play another game, and I think a lot of you have been requesting Job Simulator. So I might play a bit of that, because I haven't played it on the Quest yet, so that would be kind of interesting, I guess. So let's play some Job Simulator, and then I'll come back to chat to you guys and girls a little bit more. Still connected to the power angle of wires that is when you're trying to stream content. Okay. Whew. It is hot up in here, but let's play some Job Simulator, see what that's like on the Quest. Like I said, this is the first time I've tried it on the Quest, so this is going to be super interesting. I've obviously played it before on a PC, but it's a classic. Really been enjoying Vacation Simulator when I've been dropping in and checking that out. Let's adjust our size.
Hello, human. Welcome to the Job Simulator. My name
I don't know why I'm so tall. Let me redo my boundary. I'm going to have to do that first, I think. Okay, let's try that now, see if that's better. Yeah, I'm still kind of tall, really.
Hello, human. Welcome to the Job Simulator. My name is Jobbot, and I'm the curator of this fine job museum.
Hey, dude.
Here's my card.
Ooh.
All right. Why don't you grab one of the job cartridges off the table and let's
I like
started.
jobs. Okay, what do we want to do? Obviously, I don't know what you guys are saying, but maybe we could be an auto mechanic. I don't think I've done that one before, so maybe I could do that one.
Grease monkey. Get under the hood and hold on there. You gotta know how to get back here.
Oh, okay.
You don't want to get lost in a virtual reality.
True.
Hit this button to come back.
Okay, got it. Got it. Okay.
Time to job.
Time to job. Let's do it. Ooh.
Hello, human. This is an accurate simulation of auto mechanic. Take a look at this board for instructions.
Okay. Oh, pull the chain. Okay. Oh, hello. Have I got a customer? Yes. Hello. Job bot car.
Good morning, human.
What's up?
I require a tune-up. Please take a look under the hood.
Take a look under the hood. Looks like an engine, all right.
Just needs a little fluid. No problem.
A little fluid. This one? Maximum energy. How about that? That gonna do it?
This vehicle's power source appears to
Could do something with that as well.
Inefficient.
Parts. This is cool. I've never played this level before. Batteries. Batteries. Oh, wait. There's a Duracell here. Oh, this is just a potato powering at the moment. Now you got Duracell.
Well done. That's looking very car. Press the button to drop it back down when you're finished.
Drop car. There you go.
In shops like these, everything had a price. Make sure you bill the customer for the use of your highly valuable time.
How much shall I charge her? Oh, there we go. Print receipt. There you go.
Oh, thank you, human.
You're
I'll get this taken care of
very
right away.
welcome.
Very good, human, but we're just getting started.
Grifty
The world of
lube.
Auto mechanic
Ooh.
has so much more to offer.
Another customer. Hey, check your wheels out, dude. Silicon. Like the Elon Musk.
Human, I've got this coupon for a Sleazebot special, whatever that is. Says that there's a discount, so hurry up and take care of my car. Get a move on.
One Sleazebot special discount coming up.
Over here. I'm Sleazebot, the owner of this fine establishment. Now this spot's got a coupon, so let's take real good care of them by sabotaging their car and making them come back later for more work.
Okay.
Okay, pistons in the engine? Don't need those.
Yeah, who needs pistons? Oh, can I get it in the bin? Here we go.
Just
Oh.
recompile the thing there.
Yes.
How about my headlight fluid? How's that looking? Yeah, I know about cars.
Headlight fluid. You name it, we got it.
Headlight.
Get this spot some headlight fluid, human.
Headlight fluid. Never heard of that before. Oh, headlight fluid. Yeah, have some of this. Beautiful. Just what you need for your headlights. Pump it in there. What do we... Is that enough? There we go. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Wait, do I need to do this? Ah, there you go. There you go. That's what we need to do.
Human, while we're dealing with fluids here, why don't we spice up their gas tank with a little secret ingredient?
We're basically
that'll
just...
ensure they're back later for more work.
Just basically wrecking this guy's car. I feel really bad. Lift the car. Left back. Left back. We've basically destroyed this guy's sweet ride. Feel terrible. Gas tank cleaner. Oh yeah, get some sugar in the gas tank. That'll make it go faster. Basically like NOS. It's like a Fast and Furious thing. Drop car. There we go.
Now give them this new coupon I came up with when you're done messing with their car.
There you go, mate. Oh, Oh. There you go, mate. And... oh, yeah. Give him the bill. Yeah, $2.5 grand.
Oh, another coupon, is it?
Bargain.
I do like discounts. You've really earned my patronage, good human.
Enjoy.
Nice job with that, bot.
Come back
You did
again.
All right, human. Now you keep at it.
Okay.
I'll be in the back
Well, that's
counting
enough
the
Job
money.
Simulator, I think, for now. Let's jump straight back to the chat. You can answer some of your questions. That was fun. First time I've ever played that level. Here we go. Ugh. Ooh. So yeah, I'm back now. So let me know if you could hear everything okay. Because again, I can't see chat obviously whilst I'm in the headset. I could maybe try speak to chat with the Bluetooth headphones in the future. So yeah, maybe I could try that in the future. But for now, I can't obviously know what you guys and girls are saying in the chat until I come back. So okay. So I'm probably going to stream for another like 20 minutes. So if you've got any questions, now's a great time to ask them. So Sunday asks, can you make a Rift S mic test, please? I can tell you now, the mic on the Rift S isn't as good as the mic on the original Rift. Why they changed it, I have no idea. That's why I've been using the wireless mod mic from Antlion. It's a way better microphone, and I've been using that for all my, all my gaming on Quest and Rift S. The mic on Rift S isn't that great. Mark Pendley asks, is there any sort of feedback in the controllers like Rumble? Absolutely. On both Rift S and Quest, you get haptic feedback in the controllers. So when you're slicing blocks in Beat Saber, for example, you get a bit of Rumble feedback every time you hit a block. So it's super nice. Does the Rift S get hot? No, not at all. Does the Quest have a mic? Yes, it does. It's going to be used for in-game chat only, though. If you're a content creator and you want to record your own voice, use like a wireless mod mic or another lavalier mic or some other external solution. You can't record the built-in microphone on the Quest when you record gameplay, so just be aware of that. But for multiplayer games, that's going to be absolutely fine. Bill Smith, is the Quest waterproof, for the tub? No. Steve Drumheller, how were you streaming the Quest video and audio just now for the stream? It's a really great question. The video stream is done using an application called Visor, which you have to pay for on your desktop. That streams the video, and then you can crop that down because it just gives you a dual eye output. And then I use a Bluetooth transmitter and receiver for the game audio, and then I use a wireless mod mic for my voice. So you've got 3 different wireless streams going on, and that's why this stream is quite complicated, and I don't think you'll see many people streaming Quest content for a little while because it takes a lot of work to set this up, so it's running nice and smooth, and to sort of mix between them is fairly difficult, so we'll see. Does the Quest get hot? From T Jizzle. It gets warm, but I wouldn't say it gets hot. It's got active cooling in it, so it's got a fan inside that cools it down, whereas the Oculus Go used a heatsink. The whole front plate of the Go was a heatsink, basically, and we did have issues with that headset overheating, particularly in social applications like Oculus Rooms or Big Screen, for example. It would tend to overheat, but in all my experience with the Quest so far, even like right now, bearing in mind it's sending this data over a 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi connection and playing a game. And I've had this running now for an hour before the stream started, and it's still not overheating. So yeah, the active cooling in the Quest is great, and it's not particularly loud either. Thank you to Alexander for the super chat. Can you answer all the ways to buy Oculus Quest games from Sane. Basically, you can use a credit card or you can use a PayPal account when you open your Oculus account. So if you download the Oculus app, you can do that now, and then yeah, you can use PayPal or a credit card. Nathan, do the Mantis headphones work well with the Quest? No, they don't. I wouldn't recommend the Mantis headphones for the Quest, only the Rift S, because the Rift S has got a hard halo strap. The Quest has got a flexible strap, so the Quest is more... It's easier to use headphones on the Quest than it is the Rift S, and that's why I would say use the Mantis with the Rift S, and just get a nice pair of headphones for the Quest. And, like, you know, that's the way I would do it, for example. Does the Quest have Vacation Simulator? I think it will be coming up soon. Will I be hanging up the Rift? No, I'll definitely still be using the Rift. The only reason why I'm not using the Rift now is just because of the lack of new titles coming out just recently. Obviously, there's a lot of new games on the Quest, and a lot of people are excited for the Quest, so that's why I'm making a lot of Quest content right now. But of course, when the index drops, and when some new games come out in the next couple of weeks, like Five Nights at Freddy's and Trover Saves the Universe, I'm going to be playing them on Rift S. Beto, which is better, mixed reality or Quest? It is, well, firstly, with the mixed reality headset, you're going to need a PC to run it. So, you know, you're going to have a better graphical experience with a mixed reality headset. So, yeah, that's what I would say. But, you know, the Quest is just great for ease of use, really. Also, like with the HP Reverb that's just come out, it's going to be great for simulators, but maybe not for everything else because of the controllers. That's the major limitation with the mixed reality range. Conman Bloody, should I buy the Rift S as a first VR buyer? If you have a VR capable PC, then yes, absolutely. Go to Oculus and download the system checker tool. If your system meets the requirements, then yeah, absolutely, I would say go and check out the Rift S. It's a great headset. Single Racer is in the chat. Wow, glad to catch you live from Australia. Hello to you. He's been a long-time fan of the channel, so it's awesome to see you in the chat, mate. Thank you very much for joining. Always appreciate your comments on all the videos. So hello to you, Single Racer. Bat, when is launch? It is literally tomorrow. Not long now. Less than 24 hours. How likely is it that Trover will show up on the Quest? Highly unlikely, I would say. Does the Quest steam up a lot? No, I don't find it steams up at all for me. But because people will be new to VR and trying it for the first time, it can heat up your face a little bit when you're not used to it. So just be aware of that. But it does dissipate over time when you get more used to it. Co-op games with a friend on Quest. Love the channel from Sweaty Mustard. Yeah, there's co-op games you can play on Quest. Drop Dead, like I covered recently on the channel. You can play that co-op. If you're interested in playing co-op with other people, like the owner Quest, check out the link to my Discord group in the description down below. Really super nice community over there. And you can basically identify yourself as being a Quest owner in the Discord server, and then you can find other like-minded players to play with. Luke Plays, thank you for the super chat, $2.99 US. Steam VR streaming to Quest. That's not going to be possible right now, but who knows in the future. But I wouldn't hold your breath, that's all I'm going to say. I would say it's highly unlikely, but someone way smarter than me out there may be able to figure it out, and may be able to crack that nut and get it to work. But for now, definitely not. Does the Quest have the wizards? From Young Rich Daddy. And thank you again for the super chat. It doesn't right now, but I think it will do in the future. That game came to PSVR, so you know I would imagine the devs are working towards a Quest version as well, but I haven't heard anything specific about that. From Single Racer, do you imagine that the Valve Index will be a Rift S beta? I think the Valve Index is a super exciting headset. I've pre-ordered one the second the pre-orders went live because I'm very interested in that headset. I particularly really like the look of the Valve Knuckles controllers. I think they look amazing. Really intrigued how they feel using in a game. Do I think it will beat the Rift S? It's difficult to say because I think both of those products are aimed at different markets. So you've got, like, you know, the super high-end headsets like, you know, the Valve Index, the Pimax, the X-Tile. All those headsets are for the super high-end enthusiast level. You know, if you're a sim racer or a flight simmer, those headsets are going to be great for that. But obviously the Index has got these controllers, which you can use with other headsets as well, as long as it's got Steam VR tracking. But the Rift S and the Quest, they're more focusing the mainstream audience, trying to get more people into VR, making VR more accessible. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens over the next few months, especially with HTC, you know, bringing the Cosmos, hearing more details about that. I'm super intrigued about that headset as well. So yeah, lots of exciting stuff going on in the VR space, but there is literally a headset for everyone, regardless of what you're into in the VR market. So it's like niches within niches are catered for in VR right now, with a plethora of headsets on the market. So let's see. William, any tips for a newcomer to VR? All I would say is just take it easy. You know, try some apps that are comfortable, that are not too intense, and you should be absolutely fine. Make sure you stay hydrated, take the regular breaks. If you start to feel dizzy, nauseous, or hot, take a break and you should be absolutely fine. But games like Beat Saber and Superhot are two that I would highly recommend if you're just starting out in VR with the Quest. Let's see. Does the Quest come with Robo Recall? No, you have to pay for it as a separate app. Unfortunately. Rift, a single racer, you should now call yourself Mike S, as you are mainstream too. Thank you very much, man. I really appreciate it. And, you know, this is one of the things, you know, the channel has really grown over the last few weeks with a lot of people obviously excited about the Quest. I welcome you all to the channel. You know, it's been an amazing journey being able to show all this Quest content with you guys, being able to interact with you all on the Reddit and in my Discord as well. I really appreciate, you know, you sticking around and subscribing, and that's really why I want to do more stuff like this, more live streams, so I can really interact with you and talk to you directly, because I don't get to do that very often with just the video content. However, on my Discord server, we are planning to do some movie nights in big screen, and also some Orbis events as well, where we all meet up in Orbis and go on a quest together, something like that. So I will be interacting more with the members of my Discord. So if you want to do something like that with a group of us, then go and join my Discord. It's in the description down below. But yeah, I think next weekend, maybe, I think we're planning to do a movie night in big screen, and maybe we'll watch like Ready Player One in big screen, all as a big group. So that'll be a hell of a lot of fun. So if you're interested in that, go and join the Discord server in the description down below. Okay, so I'm going to take a few more questions, and then I'm going to sort of wrap the stream up. I've been streaming for like almost an hour and a half now. I've answered a lot of your questions. I hope if you've got a question, you know, I've answered it. If you've got a burning question, now is the time. You've got like around 8 minutes left for me to cover it. Will virtual reality, and please don't touch anything, be on the Quest? So virtual reality is on the Quest. It's a launch title, and it's a great title. Definitely worth checking out. It's basically like Inception in VR. You can go layers deep into VR and take headsets off. It's a really cool little game. Kind of reminded me of Portal as well. It's got those vibes about it. So if you like those kind of games, definitely check out virtual reality. I played through it on the Oculus Go, so if you want to see what the gameplay's like, go and check out that video that I did previously on the channel. So Steve Lewis and Steve Drumheller, both members of the channel. You're the best. You're the best VR YouTuber out there, man. I really appreciate that comment, Steve. I really, really do. And Steve Drumheller, I still remember your homemade 10 subscriber cardboard button. You have come a long way. You'll actually, that's actually still there. It's just there. I framed it now, and I crossed out the 10 and put a K next to it when I got 10,000 subscribers. Super humble. You know, it's crazy to think how far the channel has come since those early days where I was streaming and making videos in like my basement in that tiny little narrow hallway, and now I've got this awesome studio in the loft. So yeah, super grateful because it wouldn't have been possible without you guys and girls' support. You've been amazing, and you've always supported me along the way. So I can't say that I can't say enough that I am so grateful for all you sticking around and helping me out. Okay, so Eric, do you think Beat Saber is worth $30 on the Quest? Yes, absolutely. It's what I know. It's gone up in price. Kind of sucks, but it's still a fantastic game. It's like basically one of VR's most killer apps. So yeah, it's awesome. It's a must buy in my opinion. Alongside Superhot, Beat Saber is a must buy on the Quest if you haven't played it already. Do you get any games with the Quest? You don't get any games, any free games, and that's from It's Destroyer MC. You do get 5 free demos, though. So you get to demo some games on there. So you get some content for free, but if you're looking at free applications, Rec Room is amazing, Big Screen, VR Chat, they're all amazing applications that will suck up all your time. So if you can't afford to buy any games after spending a lot of money on the headset, then I would definitely recommend checking those out. Where can I get lenses for the Rift S? They'll be coming soon from Widmo VR, but they're not available just yet. Should I buy games on Steam or the Oculus Store? It's a really tough choice, man. It really depends what headset you're running. Because, you know, now with the Oculus Store supporting cross-buy, especially if you want both headsets, it's a really difficult thing. It's tough to recommend. You've really just got to choose one over the other, or maybe a mix of both. Michael Cox, great question. Is the Rift S worth it to upgrade from the original Rift? So this question gets asked a lot. And this is the thing. The Rift S has a slightly higher resolution. It has nice optics, which have been carried over from the Go. So you get reduced God rays, reduced screen door effect, nice resolution. It does run at 80 hertz instead of 90 hertz, but that's not noticeable, so that's a non-issue. I would say, you know, the ease of use is amazing. Very easy to set up. Tracking has been absolutely solid so far, no problems with that. The only downside, I would say, with the Rift S over the original Rift is the audio, because it's not particularly great, and there isn't a great solution to fix that right now, although the Mantis headphones from PSVR do clip on, and I've been using those, and I think that's a pretty good solution until I find something better. Enigma, I found your channel via Mandy Beetlestone. That's awesome. That's actually my aunt. So thanks to Mandy for bigging me up and getting you to subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate that. That's totally awesome. Have you seen Robo Recall on the Quest yet? From Darren Palin. Yes, I have played it on the Quest. I got to play it in London. It's basically the same game, although it's just got downgraded graphics. So it's the same game at heart, same Robo Recall gameplay that you'll get on PC. Just graphically, it just doesn't look as pretty. But that's understandable. It's running on a mobile processor now. So, Lord Zan Arg, I think his name is. Do the new touch controllers work with original Rift? Now, this caused some confusion, and I said previously that it does. So, I said previously that the new touch controllers, which are these ones, will work on the original Rift. However, since then, I found out that that's not actually the case. I spoke to Oculus because I thought it did. I heard from someone it did, and then I heard another source say it didn't. So I reached out to Oculus, and they say it doesn't. So apologies if I've confused anyone or given you misinformation. But yeah, the new touch controllers won't be compatible with the old Rift, and the old touch controllers won't be compatible with the new Rift. Hope that makes sense. Eric Magoon, thank you very much for the tube chat. Thanks, and keep up the good work. Really appreciate it, dude. Thank you very, very much. So we've got a couple more minutes left. So fire away at your quick questions before we wrap up the stream. By the way, if you want me to do more streams like this, you know, maybe I could just do a chill stream where we play through, like, Moss, and I could just stream the whole thing and we can just hang out in the chat. Let me know if you're interested in me doing more streams. Maybe I could do it, like, every Monday or something like that. I do a stream with the Quest. We just pick a game and we play it. Mike, you should consider checking out some musical channels for Bluetooth earplugs. They should work great with the Rift S. Yeah. Perso, will there be any full body tracking with the Quest? No. It's just your head and your controllers that are tracked. Jacob, can you stream VR games from PC to Quest? No, that's not going to be possible. So don't bank on that being a thing. You're only going to be able to play content available from the Oculus Store. Sebastian Ort, good question. 64 gig or 128 gigabyte, which should I buy? So it all depends. The thing is, with the Quest, I've got the 64 gigabyte model here, which Oculus sent me, which I'm incredibly grateful for. And I've filled that up with tons of games. I've got about 15, maybe 20 games on there, and I've still got plenty of room left, maybe about sort of 15 to 20 gigabytes left. So if you just want to play games, I would say the 64 gigabyte is plenty. However, if you want to store loads of video files and your movie collection on your Quest so you can take it out and just watch your movies on the go, then I would go for the 128 gigabytes. So just to reiterate, 64 gigabytes is plenty for just playing games. 120 gig, 28 gig is the one to go for if you're like a super enthusiast user and you want to take your movie collection with you on the go. Okay. James F, 57 IPD, what headset would you recommend? My IPD is 58, 59, so I've been using the Rift S without any issues, and I've been using the Quest without any issues, and the original Rift without any issues. I've also tried Windows MR, Pimax, and the Vive, so any headset will support an IPD of 57. Just be slightly wary with the Rift S. Maybe you want to try it first. Personally, I don't have any issues, but I just want to put the caveat out there that maybe you should try it, maybe at a Best Buy or something like that before you buy it if you're interested in that headset. Does the Oculus Quest have Bluetooth? It does, but it doesn't support Bluetooth headphones. Okay. Is Netflix confirmed on the Quest? Yes, it is, Ari. It's going to be a launch application and it will be free. How similar are the Rift S controllers to touch controllers? They're very different because with the new touch controllers, you've got the tracking ring on the top, like this, so it can be seen from the cameras on the headset, whereas the old touch controllers, they had the ring underneath, the tracking ring underneath. So slightly different, but to be honest, when you hold them, they don't feel that different. They feel very familiar. So if you're used to the original touch controllers, you won't have any issues with these ones. IPD of 72, yeah, higher IPDs. I've not had that much experience with higher IPDs, Michael H. I know that Palmer, Lucky, obviously founder of Oculus, he has an IPD of 72 or 74, I think, quite wide. And he struggled with the Rift S. So, yeah, it is something to be aware of. With the Rift S having a fixed IPD, if you've got a really high or low IPD, maybe go and try it out at a Best Buy or a local store first if you can demo it. If you've got an IPD of 64, which is like pretty much bang in the sweet spot, then you're laughing. But that's the only headset I would say that you might have issues with IPD, because I know some people had issues with IPD with the Go, which was the same deal. Same screen, same fixed IPD. Okay, so I've been talking now for almost an hour and a half straight. I really appreciate everyone joining me live in the chat. It's been great, and I'm super happy that I was able to test out streaming some games, and it worked absolutely fine. So if you're interested in me streaming some more games in the future, like I said, maybe I'll play through Moss on a live stream. Maybe I'll play through like Shadow Point on a live stream or something like that. It would be great to share that with you guys and girls, and maybe I can work out a way to hear the chat somehow, or maybe I'll get one of my members of my Discord, maybe one of the moderators on my Discord can talk to me via Discord through the headset and read out the comments, and I can answer them whilst I'm playing. Maybe I'll work out a solution like that in the future. So if you're interested in live streams, let me know, but I think I'm going to call it a day here. So I just want to say thank you again to everyone that's joined live. I really appreciate it. It's always a lot of fun streaming because I don't stream very often, so it's kind of new and exciting for me. I always get a bit nervous before a live stream, but once I'm sort of in the flow of it, I do really enjoy it, and it's great to interact with you guys and girls, so I really appreciate it again. So now it's time for me to say farewell for now. Thanks again to everyone that's joining the chat. Thank you for all the super chats. Thank you for the new members. It's been awesome. If you want to sort of chat more, go and join my Discord in the comments down below, and I've also linked to some of the products that I've talked to in this stream if you're interested. I'm going to be pumping out some more Quest content and Rift S content actually this week. There is a Rift S video coming soon, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, I hope you have an awesome day tomorrow. I hope all your Quest and Rift S headsets get delivered and that you have a great time with them. I really do. If you've got any questions, you can ping them in my Discord. There's a great community there that can answer any questions that you've got. So I don't think I've missed anything. I think that's everything. So thank you again. Have an awesome day tomorrow, and bye-bye for now. See you on the next one. Cheers.